Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode with me, Shashank, and in today's credit card episode, I am going to tell you how you can do local domestic trips with your credit card to get maximum cash back, to get free stays, and to get free flights. And I've also put some of my hacks also in this video. So I want you guys to watch this video exclusively with a lot of attention because I'm going to talk about a step-by-step detailed guide for you guys. Okay, so stay tuned. Now, the first and foremost step that you have to do is book your flights, right? Now, whenever you book your flights in India, always wait and think, how can I get this flight for a cheaper rate, or how can I get this flight for free, or how to get maximum advantage of this flight. Now, you can tell me a particular flight, right? Which of the flights that you use a lot? Let's say you use AirAsia. I'll be like, okay, cool. You can use a Tata Neu credit card because AirAsia, Tata Neu credit card have a tie-up, so you get maximum benefit. You get 10% cash back, 5% from New Pass and 5% from Tata Neu. So that is one advantage. Let's say, okay, it's not AirAsia. Let's say Indigo. Indigo has a 6C credit card, which basically gives you 5 to 10% discount there as well on Indigo. And in Indigo, if you use something known as a Vaxi fare, if you're vaccinated, they give you another 5 to 10% discount. So again, we get lower ticket rates for Indigo. Now you say, okay, Shashank, maybe not this. Maybe let's look at Air India or Vistara. Now, if you say Air India and Vistara, then there is Axis Vistara credit card, which is one of the best credit cards in the market for Vistara, and it also gives you a free business class ticket. The cost of it is 10,000 to get the card, but the business class ticket would be 25-30,000, which you can redeem and get an easy upgrade as well. Now, if you say, okay, Shashank, let's not Vistara, let's go to Air India, then SBI has two cards for Air India, which is SBI Air India Platinum or the Signature card. Ideally, try to get the Signature one because it gives you better rewards and better ratio. But if you get the Platinum, it is completely fine. Use the Platinum, try to upgrade it and get as much milestone benefits as possible. Then you might tell me, no, Shashank, maybe I don't want all these flights. I want some random flight, which is not a part of this. Then I would say no problem with that also. Then what you should do is maybe go for an HDFC Intermiles credit card or an Intermiles debit card, because in the Intermiles credit card, what happens, you have to make an account with Intermiles, and on Intermiles, when you accumulate all these points, you can redeem it for any flight that you want. But most of the times we use these flights, which is Vistara, or we use Air India, or we would see an Indigo flight, or maybe even an AirAsia flight. Now, if you say I want to go with Akasa Air, then it's completely fine. Then you can use Intermiles and then book your free flights through Intermiles. But whenever you're booking ticket, always have this question in your head, how can I get the maximum benefit? Sometimes what happens, your credit card, which is a Visa or a MasterCard credit card, also have offers. If you're booking on Make My Trip or you're booking on GoIbibo or whatever, you will have offers there from Visa and MasterCard, which give you another 5 to 10% discount. So be very careful about that. Now, another advantage that I use personally, let me tell you, right? I recently went to Goa, and some of the advantages I use for flights is basically whenever I'm booking, whether it's Vistara or whether it's Air India, I have both credit cards. Now, when I book an Air India flight, right, with my own Air India credit card, I get 30 times more rewards than the normal points. Right? Earlier, what I used to get some points for every 100 rupees spent. But if I spend it on Air India, I get 30 points for every 100 rupees spent, which gives me almost, actually not 30, but maybe 7 to 8 times more points on the same flight ticket that I was spending there. Same with Vistara. If you spend it on Vistara, you get a massive amount of points. So ideally, when you're trying to book your tickets, see how you can either get a cashback or reduce the price of the ticket as well, which basically gives you a lot of benefits. Now, if you're an HDFC user, you can also use Smart Buy. So Smart Buy gives you 5 times more rewards and 5% cash back every time you're booking flights. So for all the people who are traveling, these are some of the really good cards that are there. There are also other cards that I would like to mention, which is Axis Atlas and Axis, which is like Magnus, right? These two cards also give you huge milestone benefits and give you maximum airline redemption reward ratio when it comes to these things, right? So if you're an Axis Bank holder, then try getting an Axis Atlas card or Magnus, even better, right? They also give you free airport transfer, so I would do that as well. Now we come to the second most important step, which is hotel booking. Now hotel booking, as I said, is one of the most important things in a plan. Why? Because hotel bookings usually cost a lot of money, right? Now when you're trying to book hotels, there are few hacks and benefits that you can use here as well. Number one, which I've spoken in my other video as well, which is Intermiles. Now you can book on Intermiles, you get a lot of miles for that. You get Intermiles points for booking a hotel on Intermiles. But the other advantage is at the checkout page, you can use any credit card you want. So you can use your own Air India card or a Vistara card or an Axis card and then get maximum benefits there also. So for the same 5,000, 10,000 rupees stay, you get 2x benefit. That is number one with Intermiles. Next is if you do Vistara, right? Now let's assume you have a Vistara credit card or any credit card, doesn't matter. go to Vistara, log into it. I hope you have an account, and there you go to plan my travel and click on hotels. Now when you click on hotels, they have a tie up with booking.com, so basically you can now book on booking.com any hotel you want and get Vistara points for it. Now at the checkout page, if you use Vistara, you get maximum benefit. If you use Air India, no problem. For the same 10,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees of stay, you get 2x points and double dipping on the points as well. Number 3 is HDFC. Now for HDFC guys, you have something known as Smart Buy. Now Smart Buy has a tie-up with two players. One is Clear Trip and one is Make My Trip. Both of them give you 10 times more reward points and sometimes 5% cashback as well. Now if you say I don't want this, you can use Gifter on HDFC credit card portal, which basically gives you approximately 3 to 5% cashback on any kind of online voucher that you can avail, right? So that benefit is also there. But if you are an HDFC user, Smart Buy would be the best thing because you get 10 times more reward points, but there is a cap on it, right? There is a cap on it. Now if you say, Shashank, what about yatra.com? Now yatra.com also has a beautiful perk. Now if you're using yatra.com a lot, then get the Yatra SBI credit card. Now Yatra SBI credit card basically gives you 20% off on hotel bookings if you own Yatra credit card. 20% off, which is huge, right, for any hotel that you're booking. But you have to book it on yatra.com, and again you might get a lot of vouchers, you might get a lot of extra benefits if you check whether your card is a Visa card or a MasterCard. Now let's come to the slightly premium users. What if you're a person who likes staying in Taj or Marriott? Now if you like staying in Marriott, then Axis Bank has a tie-up with Marriott, so you can transfer all your Edge reward points to Marriott Bonvoy points and stay in Marriott hotels for free. Now if you're a Taj member, right, then I have a new hack for you, right? Now in Taj, you can get up to 10% in cashback in any Taj that you stay, right? Over and above all your discounts you get on Taj, this is separate. Now let me tell you a personal example that I did. I recently went and stayed in Fort Aguada in Goa, right? I stayed for 3 nights. One was free because I had an Epicure membership, so I get 20% off on all the food and beverages and other things which are not room, right? And on the room I had 1 night free, so I used that. The remaining 2 nights was approximately 25,000 per night, right? And I got a free upgrade because I was an Epicure member. Now with this 50,000 rupees that I had to pay, I said, how do I make this cheaper? How do I get maximum benefit for this? Now, I got a Tata New Infinity HDFC credit card, which linked with my Infinia card, so both the credit limit remained the same. Now, what happens is every time I swipe my Tata credit card on any Tata product, I get 5% cashback from the credit card and 5% cashback because I have New Pass. So totally, if I use anything on any Tata, if I use my Tata credit card on any Tata purchase, I basically get approximately 10% cashback. So 50,000 worth of spend automatically becomes 45,000 and I get 5,000 rupees as coins, right, as new coins. Now you'll be like, Shashank, what will you do with these new coins? Right? How can you use these new coins? Because you can only use it back on Tata products, right? So there's 2 things we can do here. One, next time you go stay in a Taj hotel, you can redeem these points, whatever it is, that is not a problem. Or if you say that, Shashank, I want to be smarter about this. How do I convert these new coins into an investment? And this is what I am doing. Basically, I've automated my investment journey with credit card points. In Tata New, if you have Tata New coins, you can avail this for a Tata Click voucher, and you can take the Tata Click voucher and buy gold coins on Tata using new coins as well. So basically, I am upgrading my Tata points or Tata New coins to buy gold, and that gold comes home delivered by Tata Click. And with that Tata Click gold that I have, it basically increases my savings. So now every time I spend on Tata, whether it's Tata 1MG, whether it's Taj hotels or anything, I try to get 5% cashback because I'm like, every time I stay, I'm getting 1 gram of gold. That is how I think about it, right? So this is how you can get maximum benefits, whether it's Marriott, whether it's Taj, whether it's Yatra, whether it's HDFC, whether it's Vistara, whether it's booking.com or Intermiles. Get maximum benefits, guys, from this. And if you do that, you will just automate your savings. I usually buy gold from my points, but you can basically automate your savings as well. Now let's come to step number 3, which is local spending. Now let's assume you've gone to Rajasthan, or maybe you've gone to Delhi, or maybe you've gone to a different city altogether. How do you maximize the benefits of your credit card? Right now, couple of things let me point out here. Most of the credit cards right now, even if it's a good card or a bad card, either have some kind of cashback opportunity or they have some kind of dining delights, right? So Axis Bank has this thing called dining delights, where if you enroll to dining delights, you get 20% off in restaurants. Now HDFC has a tie-up with Dine Out. So when I look at my Dynot passport, I see that every time I go to a restaurant, I get either 5 to 10 to 15% off if I pay from my HDFC credit card. So not only do I get 5% off if I pay from my HDFC credit card, on top of that, they give me another 1000 rupees instant cash back. And on top of that, my HDFC credit card anyway gives me 3.3% cash back as well. So basically my hotel bills, also my restaurant and eating bills outside becomes very cheap. Now, if you say that, okay, I don't want HDFC, then you can use even SBI cards, because on offline merchants as well, there are SBI cards that give you anywhere between 2 to 3% cash back. And there are also Access Edge points that you can use and redeem them in restaurants, which again give you completely free. So every time you're eating outside or every time you're doing any activity, think how can I get free things out of a credit card and also pay your credit card bills on time so that your credit score doesn't get affected at the same time. Okay, awesome. I hope you guys got that. Now, coming to step number 4, another very important thing is airport lounges. Right now, I know a lot of you guys have heard about lounges. I know a lot of you guys love lounges. But you know, there are some cards that give you unlimited access to Indian lounges, but there are some cards that give you limited access, maybe 4 cards, 4 access or 6 access or 8 access. And then after that, you have to pay maybe 1000 rupees or 500 rupees or even 2000 rupees to enter a lounge. Now, why is lounge access very important in a credit card? If you are traveling, right, you want a free coffee, you want a free meal, that happens in a lounge. You maybe want to go and charge your phone also peacefully and sit in a nice sofa. This is what you need to do, right? You need to find a good credit card that give you unlimited airport lounges, or maybe even 10 to 16 airport lounges in a year. Even if they give you 8 airport lounges which are free, it is quite significant because you're not going to travel so much, right? Now, because I travel a lot, I have a card that gives me unlimited lounge access, which is the Infinia card. Now, another very interesting thing is some airports, be very careful about this, some airports might have 2 to 3 different lounges. Right now, they have a normal lounge and they might have a premium lounge. Let me give you an example. In Bangalore, there are 2 lounges, right? One is the normal lounge where everyone goes. Then there is another lounge called 080. Now, this lounge earlier was only for Amex and Priority Pass users. But then I went randomly one day and I said, okay, let me just swipe my Priority Pass. And then I heard the counter lady saying that they also accept SBI credit cards now, and they're slowly moving into Kotak credit cards as well. And I said, okay, cool. I have my SBI card and I want to go into this premium lounge, because when I enter the premium lounge, the food is much better and they give you premium Wi-Fi access, and you don't have to wait for that 45-minute 200 MB limit wala thing. They give you premium access and you can sit back and relax, and you save easily at least 500 rupees every time you go to an airport, because I usually have a coffee once I go there. Now I go have a coffee, I have a juice, I eat properly, and I relax and charge my phone as well. So these are some of the things that I do. Some of the companies that give you really good are SBI Aurum, SBI Vistara, SBI Air India. Any travel card gives you very good credit card offers for airport lounges. But make sure when you're getting the credit card, do some research on it before going into the lounge. So guys, I hope you basically understood the psychology of what I was saying when I talk about credit cards and domestic spends. Every time you're doing any kind of domestic trip, whether it's airport, whether it's hotels, whether it's eating at hotels, whether it is airport lounges, okay, or whether it is local spending, anything that you want to do, think about how you can get it for cheaper rate. Even for a fact, I would say Ola, there's Dynot card, there's a Diners Black card that gives you Ola vouchers on milestone spends. So there is literally everything that you can use if you do good research properly. You get free stuff while you're traveling locally as well. And whenever you travel locally, ensure you use your credit card, not your debit card, because if you use your credit card, what happens? You get a lot of points, and with those points, you get more free travel and you keep traveling continuously because of that, right? Now, what I would suggest is, if you do get these credit cards, I would definitely upload them on Cred. Why? I'll tell you, because there are a couple of things here. As I said, there are Visa and MasterCard offers that you will not know about your card, because every time I go on to Cred and click on card offers, there's always something new, and usually it's on Make My Trip or Yatra or Clear Trip, so I get that 10% discount. Apart from that, if there are any weird charges like these airport lounge charges or any other weird charges, Cred basically notifies me and says, Shashank, there are some unidentified expenses, please check what this is. So now I know, you know what, I got charged for this and I didn't know that, right? So basically just keeping that is a good practice. It's healthy, and also you pay your credit card bills on time, so there's no problem there. So your credit score doesn't get affected. And every month, refresh your credit score on Cred to find out what you've been doing right, what you've been doing wrong, and they also give you a detailed analysis saying why it went up or why it went down. So next month, you don't have to worry about it. You know exactly what went wrong, so you can start figuring it out. Now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want you guys to comment below and tell me if you like this video, and if you have any doubts with domestic. It can be anything with respect to domestic travel, and let me see if I can take your doubts and talk about some credit card angle to it, right? This is me, Shashank Godappa, signing off, giving you awesome credit card content every single time. Okay, thank you, bye, see you, and please don't forget to subscribe as well. Okay, thank you, see you, bye.